A couple of years ago, a mysterious MMO project popped up from an unknown studio. It promised pretty much everything. It was The Last of Us meets The Division meets DayZ, with an impressive gameplay demo that looked just a little too good to be true. After a few years of skepticism and controversy surrounding that project, it released, and to the shock of no one, it was a giant scam. The Day Before has left its mark on the games industry forever. It has reinforced a perspective to always be skeptical that does not just pertain to unknown studios promising the world, but this very much relates to the AAA games industry and the fake and misleading demos we've had over the years and trailer presentations. Skepticism is good, and holding liars in this industry accountable is also good. It's why I take great happiness seeing Fantastic laughably failing at a comeback, one that again has been full of red flags. But the marketing manipulation that happened with The Day Before is not the first nor the last. Even further in the past, we had Wild West Online that tried using the hype and anticipation surrounding Red Dead 2 right after it was announced to get people to spend money on a horrendous cowboy MMO game that was developed by a mysterious Russian studio. The devs also have been long accused of spreading images of the game and acting like, at the time, it was a Red Dead Redemption 2 leak in order to drive hype for their own game. Regardless, that ended up being a colossal failure, but still garnered an unreal amount of interest. Fast forward to present, we have Paradise, a GTA meets Sims MMO that is again promising everything, and there are red flags everywhere, some of which point to this being a giant crypto pump and dump scam. This AI game emerged in recent weeks with, as usual, an impressive debut trailer that showed NPC AI conversations, a massive open world, tons of different activities, expensive influencer partnerships, a crypto integration of some sorts, and yeah, tons of red flags. This project originally gained tons of scrutiny from YouTubers Jetro and Cyberboy. Both have a few videos covering in-depth this mess that I will have linked below. Specifically, some within the GTA community were being contacted by Ultra Games, the developers behind Paradise, asking for promotion and describing this game as a GTA 6 rival, which led to further investigation into the ambition of Paradise, which has led to threats by these developers and no real answers to the red flags all over this project. To make matters worse, Paradise continues to garner attention, with many unaware of the controversy facing this sketchy project. So the issues with this Paradise game are everywhere. It starts here with the open world, the map. This is on their website, and it's expansive, it's big, and again, if you look into the smaller details, you notice a lot of things. Like the font here is directly ripped from Grand Theft Auto 5. They also copy and pasted a building everywhere, so it's not representative of the actual open world. It's just copy and pasted to make it look like this big expansive open world. And again, it's just, this is copy and pasted like 40-50 times. Then we get to the fact that the actual map of Paradise is directly stealing locations or the mini-map from Grand Theft Auto 5. Like the specific location, it's identical to GTA 5. Then there's also tons of assets, and I mean tons of assets from the Unreal Engine and Epic Games stores. And again, this just calls into question, you know, a game that's saying that they are a GTA 6 rival. This is all the things that we saw with The Day Before months ago, and hey, this might actually be the same development team for what we know. Then there's also the fact that a specific Grand Theft Auto 6 asset was found. It was an umbrella, so they directly took this and put it into their game. Obviously, they've been trying to say that this is just like a joke, a little inspiration, but again, all of this adds up to an unflattering image. Then there is a role-playing project. This is called Paradise. This has been around for a while now. They have a trailer which was directly stolen by this Paradise game by Ultra Games. This is how the role-playing trailer started out. This was released 9 months ago. You can listen very closely. Okay, just notice that part of it. And then this is the Paradise official trailer. It says 700,000 views. So people obviously have been seeing this. Yeah, so they directly stole that from... They also stole what looks like the logo and the identity of this role-playing for this project, so... just red flags everywhere. But yeah, this is the debut trailer. This is the impressive thing that caught the eye of a lot of people. And I mean, it looks nice, but the fact that it's a different story if it's an actual game, and there's no evidence that this is an actual game. And yeah, we'll just skip through this a little bit. The one thing that also people have noticed is they have a Lamborghini right here, like an actual Lamborghini logo, which there's no way at all that they could get that partnership. They also have Ninja that shows up here. That's a partnership that they have tons of influencers that they're shouting, saying that they're a part of this, but none of them have heard of this project at all. And Ninja's character model, I will say, looks like he's a 40-year-old man, and then apparently you can make out with characters in the game. They show off some people, unique NPC, I guess, people getting drunk in the game. Yeah, and then there's other flashy stuff here, a dance party, I guess, happening. And then we get a look here at, I guess, one of the NPC AI. Although this is another area where things get a little bit messy, because this NPC that's featured in the trailer, it's also featured on their website. They say play and talk with AI NPCs, the most advanced and intelligent NPCs that behave like real people. And the thing is about this specific character is that it appears to be based on a real person. This is their website just a couple of months ago before they updated it, and it originally said play and talk with AI influencers, the world's first game and social platform that allows you to play and socialize with influencers, which appears to be the original appeal with this game. And then this appears to be the inspiration, which is, I'm not familiar with this individual, but Justamin XIG appears to be the character that they based this on. At least it looks very, very similar, so don't know how you don't get in trouble with that. But I suppose if you're based out of Russia or even China, there's probably no consequences with doing stuff like that. And then you just have random NPCs walking around in a road. It doesn't make any sense. And then there's a taxi, which some people have said that this is just an asset that was taken from, I believe, the demo for the Matrix a while ago. So again, it looks interesting a little bit. You have conversations that you can have with NPC AI. As you go through the trailer, they show off, again, some of the NPC AI dialogue. Then there's some combat here. There's nothing really necessarily going over the gameplay systems. You see this person enter a bank, and this is where we start to see a little bit of the crypto integration that they plan to have. This is a real crypto token, and this is why people believe that this is going to be a pump and dump scheme, and people can earn it. That's some Telegram mini app that's around. But yes, there's red flags all over this. They say that this crypto coin par you'll be able to buy in-game stuff. It's free to play supposedly. But yeah, there is so many different issues with this, and this is the logo, the same thing with that role-playing server, so no idea if this is an oversight or the fact that they just really don't care. But Play Now is interesting because you cannot play this game. You can play their little crypto app thing, but the actual game, it says 2025, and there's no indication of when this is actually supposed to release. Oh, and just another little small observation from this video is that you can see channel and video tags, and they directly reference GTA 6, GTA, and GTA 6 leak. That is the first issue. Then we get to the actual gameplay that they released just the other day, and the red flags continue. This is their AI NPC gameplay, and yeah, the day before too is exactly what I would describe this as. And we're gonna go through this specific gameplay because again, it's just insane, the red flags all over this. Here we go. We start off. I'm not sure if I can play it because of the music, but and the first thing you'll notice is the odometer goes up to like 90 miles per hour just backing up. That's a problem. Yeah, check it. And then they have AI music, of course they do. Parmart they make it soon. We'll skip ahead a little bit. He gets out of the car and he walks in here. And then these are store-bought assets in the background. And we have, let's see, we have our white guy retail employee. So just put that in your head. And then, yes, you can NPC AI dialogue. Hi.
Welcome to Parmart.
Then an Indian voice. I just find that so funny.
Hey, what can I buy here?
We have all the essentials you might need. Snacks, beverages, toiletries, and more. Why don't you take a look around and pick something? Don't waste time asking.
Okay, yeah, it's just funny.
A knife, so give me your money.
Calm down, my friend. We can talk this
Oh,
through.
it's so bad.
Let's not do anything rash. Is there something you need help with? We can find a solution together.
Again, they're describing this project as a GTA 6 rival. This is supposed to be a holdup, and there's no motion, nothing at all here.
Hey, you, what's your name?
I'm Brittany. Nice to meet ya, or whatever.
Oh, can you buy a drink for me?
He just tried to rob the liquor store, this retail place, like a 7-Eleven or whatever, and now he's asking somebody to buy him stuff.
Like, no way. Get your own drink. I'm busy shopping, okay?
Yeah, you get the point of this. I'll skip ahead to some other dialogue that happens. It's just, we have our...
Hey, yo, you tripping, man. This ain't the place to be talking
And then it has the TikTok AI voice. Oh my God.
about no guns. You better chill with that. Man, I ain't got nothing for you. I'm just here with my ride and my dog filling up the tank. What you looking for?
It's just so bad. So bad.
Ayo, Christy, up on the second floor of the motel. You looking for something specific or just trying to catch up?
And I guess he's trying to hook up with a character, and this is the conversation they have.
Like, yeah, duh. I'm totally Christy. Who else would I be, hun?
So, I don't know. Show me your boobs.
Excuse you? That's like totally out of line. Show some respect, you creep.
It's so bad. And then he just show. Oh gosh. This is gameplay that they chose to show off. This is supposed to be a representation of a fun experience, and this just looks like what happened with the day before. It had an impressive, somewhat, it didn't look real, the debut trailer, and then gameplay that came after was like, okay, yeah, this is a massive scam. Like, nearly identical. And I think he gets back in the car here, and again, the same thing, the odometer just goes up to like 100 miles per hour with a simple acceleration or reverse. Yeah, look, he's already at 40 miles per hour with the AI music in the background too again. He's at 114 miles per hour. Yeah, this is an absolute mess, an absolute joke. And this is the NPC AI dialogue that they wanted to show off. So you can see why this is just a massive issue. They have also 2 other gameplay videos here. They show off a little beachfront of dynamic weather, I suppose. But yeah, this is paradise. And if you go to the actual website, this is what we have, the free-to-play real-world simulation game. And has all the same things, AI-powered NPCs. You already saw what some of those conversations look like. They also talk about real-world simulation. There's infrastructure, system and economy, activities, tons of different things. Shootout, race cars, complete daily missions, the apex of life. They also have a rated T for teen rating, which I don't know how that came about. And if you actually look up them for the ESRB, none of this at all exists. And yeah, these specs also mean nothing. Also, didn't notice this at first, but apparently this game is set to launch on Xbox and PlayStation in the future. Interesting. The one thing I will say about this website, there's not a lot here. And you know why? Because they scrubbed a lot of the stuff that was originally here. So this website, a couple of months ago, just 3 months ago, did not exist. They actually had a ParadiseXRP.com link. This was the original link, and yes, it had tons of crypto all over it. As you can see, play the Paradise Tap app. That is their crypto Paradise Tap, and they also said you can earn par, invite your friends and earn money. They also say how to buy Paradise, buy XRP, download the Zamzam, add trust line, buy Paradise. So yes, the integration with crypto has been there. And they also talk about partners and all kinds of stuff. This was the website back in August. Then we go to the website in September. This is when they changed to the ParadiseVS.com link, and they got rid of the crypto somewhat. We'll get to that in a second. The reason why they did that is because they want this game to launch on Steam, and Steam does not allow crypto integrations like this. But this was the original website back in September, and also another thing you'll notice is there's still a lot of stuff here that's not mentioned, like that's not there anymore. This is what the website looks like now. This is what it looked like back in September. The reason why they're scrubbing so much is because people have pointed out so many different issues with this. And yeah, they had a coin market cap page, which they deleted since. And much of the content, all of the footage, videos, it's all the same stuff, except for the specific words about the game. And this is what I mean. They have a page that actually brings up influencers that are part of this project, such as Ninja, Justamin, and a couple of others. But some of these creators have been reached out. They have never heard of this project at all. Partnership with Kohl's, AI copies of influencers with more than 6 million total followers. And they also spelled followers wrong. Definitely no scam in sight. They also talked about some of the other ambitions with the game, things that you can buy in it, then the partners, again, backed by OpenAI. They talk about a partnership with Epic Games. The problem with this, however, is that there's no evidence that they are at all partnered with Epic Games. I mean, this is the Paradise Tap crypto coin that I was talking about a second ago. Then we get to the website. This is their team members. This was the only team member, the only what looks like a real image of somebody that is a part of this development team of Ultra Games. And then they have AI avatars of all of these other individuals. T Ying Long, CTO, Fan Jin, Robert Lee, and then Ding Lei. And then they have a bunch of other supposed employees that are working on this project, supposedly. And again, they say that they are a Hong Kong studio, a powerhouse of game development. They have game innovation. Each project reflects a commitment to excellence and a passion for creating compelling, immersive experiences. Hong Kong, our global dev hub. And yeah, they talk about some other stuff. All of this has been since deleted from their website, including their legal address in which they are located. Again, they say that they are located in Hong Kong. Now we get to a recent community Q&A that they did, and this is because of all of the outrage, the scam accusations that have emerged. Can you guarantee fulfilling your commitments to players regarding the game's release? Their answer: the game cannot be considered fake or non-existent as it follows a free-to-play model and is offered to users free of charge. Interesting. They go on to say, what is your company's registered legal address? The primary legal address for our activities in Hong Kong is registered under Ultra Games Limited, and again, a Hong Kong residence. The problem is that one of these specific individuals that have been following this story went to this Hong Kong location, and there was nothing to be found. Visit to the Ultra Games Limited. No, it does not exist. I've never heard of it. Again, they went to the actual building asking about it, and there was nothing to be found here. Nothing at all. It is important to note, however, that the reason why this community Q&A even came about is because of all of this mounting evidence, that they had to give a response, and this is their response with a lot of holes in everything that they're saying. And their response directly to the fact that there's no evidence that they existed at that specific location is that, please know that the address provided is the legal address of the company, not the physical office. But they cannot mention a physical office, and they simply say most team members work remotely from various countries. Where is this physical office? And they do not mention it because they do not want to be transparent about that. A standard for international projects, not of this scope. This allows us to attract top talent without being limited to one location to fulfill all legal obligations in all regions, except we have no idea of this studio's history. We have no idea of any developers on this team or any of their history in this industry. Again, Ultra Games, if you look them up anywhere, there is very little details about this company at all. Ultra Games is actually a company that used to exist under Konami years ago. And the fact that, you know, them acquiring the name of Ultra Games, that's a big question mark in of itself. It probably is, again, them just doing illegal actions here and them not caring. The same thing with Paradise, as that has been trademarked before. But if you get to this specific article, there's only a couple of them about this company. This is what they say about themselves. Ultra Games Limited, renowned for its strategic alliances with major Asian corporations such as Sony, Tencent, iFlytek, Game Science, MiHoYo, and Beidou, maintains a dynamic presence in the global digital entertainment sector. And they say that they've played a significant role in developing iconic projects like Honor of Kings, The King of Fighters World, Justice Online. But the problem is, these companies, these games have there's no mention of Ultra Games Limited at all. There's no history. This is just them claiming that they worked on these games, but that means absolutely nothing. And there is only, again, like 2 or 3 websites that even mention Ultra Games Limited as a company, which probably is all indication that the people that have been trying to put this scheme together, they made these websites themselves. Now, where this gets a little bit more interesting is where you look at their regional team, they mention a couple of different employees. Again, these probably are fake individuals, except we get one. Elena K, the influencer marketing specialist. And some of the YouTubers that I talked before, I think it was Jetro or Cyberboy, they found a Twitter page for Elena K. And this is what it showed up originally as. Again, it says Elena APAC EMA manager. If you click on it, there is not much here at all. It has been completely scrubbed. 1 follower, all the posts have been deleted. But These YouTubers found this page before it was scrubbed, and this is actually what it had. It had some links to just some Russian NFT stuff. And all indication is that this is a Russian company that is for some reason trying to act like they are a Hong Kong company. Maybe it's because of some of the restrictions and stuff that are on Russia right now because of Ukraine and all of that stuff. But again, they are trying to hide their true identity, which also might be that they are connected to some other companies that have done sketchy stuff before in the video game world. And this point gains further evidence because Cyberboy, within some of his conversations with this team in emails, they actually had some Russian dialogue or something in their emails. So again, it does appear that this company is just trying to hide who they really are. But yes, this is the Epic Games Store page for Paradise. The frequently asked questions section is an actual joke. There's nothing here. What is the current state of the game? Single mode has been developed. How long will the game be in early access? We estimate 3 months. How often will you be updating the game? Approximately once a week. Will my progress be saved during updates? Yes, that is as much as you're getting out of them, and apparently here. And again, the overview is all the same stuff we've talked about before. And the big thing about this, they keep talking about a partnership with Epic Games, but the difference is that Epic Games, they launched a self-publishing tools for game developers and publishers last year. Pretty much for $100, any of these development teams can go through and add their game on the platform. So it doesn't actually mean anything. And again, having a Steam page, it's pretty much the same thing. It doesn't mean anything at all. But I do love on their Steam page, they mention it uses kernel level anti-cheat. And for a company like this is a game I do not recommend at all downloading, even if it ever does release. But getting back to their community page, here they have some other responses I wanted to go over. Will real brands of cars, clothing, and other well-known companies be used in the game? In order to comply with copyright laws and to create a unique style for the project, only our own brands of cars, clothing, and other elements will appear in the final version of the game. So they fully admit that the Lamborghini that they showed off was just a blatant lie by them. We would also like to mention that not all visual elements shown in the trailer will necessarily be included in the final version of the game, which just sounds like them saying, yeah, the trailer is just one thing. It's not actually a representation of the game we're building. And the game we're building, that NPC AI video, did not look very good. They go on to say, will there be any partnership agreements with well-known influencers like they've been advertising in their debut trailer and also on their website in the past? They say, at present, we have signed several contractors with influencers, primarily from Asian countries, and we continue to negotiate with major international partners, but there's no mention of people like Ninja and the other massive influencers that they have on their website. They say, however, since not all contracts were finalized within the expected time frame, we decided to temporarily remove this information to avoid any potential misunderstandings or misleading our users. But again, their debut trailer still has all of these influencers shown, and they even show Ninja at one point dapping up the character, and they also have Allie, Pokimane, Lecklin, and some other creators that I've never heard of, but they're obviously all major influencers. And these are partnerships that, again, many of these creators have never heard of this company. They're not even aware that this even exists. Will cryptocurrency be used in the game? To provide complete clarity, at the time of release, cryptocurrency and blockchain will not be integrated in the game. And again, they can't do this because of Steam. Steam does not allow stuff like this. However, we are considering the potential for blockchain and cryptocurrency integration. They're not considering, this is why this game exists in the first place. They are all about crypto. It was all over their website until a ton of scrutiny came to be, and also the fact that I guess they wanted to launch on Steam. There's so much here. Paradise, this is just a couple of days ago, in which they say the Paradise Tap is a companion mobile web app designed to enhance the player experience alongside Paradise game. It allows players to earn and use PAR, an in-game currency for purchasing virtual items like cars, weapons, skins, clothing, accessories, and more. And this PAR thing, Paradise Crypto, has been around for a while now. It's actually, again, on the Telegram mini app, I suppose, and here's photos of it. This is how it works. You're pretty much supposed to tap it, and I guess for like, you get $500 for like 100,000 taps or something like that. And people have already been using this for a while now. They've been using tokens like XRP and bringing it to this PAR token. But the problem with this is the fact that you cannot take anything out of it, at least at the moment right now, which is why a lot of people have been accusing this company of being a massive scam. And the reason why we know that this even exists in the first place is not necessarily just because of the Telegram channel and the connection with that and some of the stuff on their website, but it's the fact that there's reviews on Crypto Russia, and it has a 2.9 score, and I think it's labeled here as a scam. But in this Crypto Russia review, they say how to withdraw money from Paradise Game to exchange PAR tokens to USDT. The developer suggests going to the wallet section of the bot and clicking on the button labeled exchange PAR to USDT, but this link is fictitious. When you click on it, a message appears stating that the option is not yet available. Very convenient for this company. Very interesting, and that's why there have been reviews calling this a blatant scam, and the people have already given to this project and they can't get their money back or whatever token that they used to convert it to PAR. But back to the Twitter or X page here, the Paradise developers say the app is fully integrated with Paradise Game, ensuring a seamless user experience, whether accessed through the game itself or as a standalone web application available for Android and iOS. Players can earn PAR by completing tasks and missions available both in Paradise Game and through the Tap app. While in-game microtransactions offer an alternative for acquiring PAR with real money, earning it through gameplay remains a viable, encouraged option, aligning with the game's free-to-play model. And then they mentioned that it's right now in a closed beta testing, but no, it's fully released and out. I don't know why they're calling it a closed beta. I think that's them just trying to act fancy or something, or trying to lie about the circumstances surrounding this, but the app and everything does exist. And then they say Paradise Tap is scheduled for launch after the release of Paradise Game in 2025, whenever that actually is. But the reaction so far from these developers to the community has also been rather interesting, such as the accusations against their team, and they do address some of that within their community note here. They say, are there specialists from other countries, including Russia, on your team? And they say the core team is based in Hong Kong. However, for effective promotion and distribution of our product in international markets, they just say that they have a widespread team, which doesn't say a lot. They talk about their partnership with Epic Games. They say, yes, we officially collaborate with Epic Games, but there's no evidence of that at all. As part of our agreement with Epic Games, we have signed a contract that includes placing our game on the Epic Games Store platform and distributing it through their marketplace. But again, you can self-publish, so this is probably another lie from them. Why do you use assets similar to those found in other games like GTA? And this is their direct response to why is there a Grand Theft Auto 6 umbrella in your game. They say, we acknowledge that game is a significant source of inspiration for our project. You know, you're actually going to people saying it's a GTA 6 rival. And we do not exclude the use of references to various games and films. We include certain references, items, and names as part of our legal and creative use. In addition, the use of these elements is also part of our marketing strategy to mislead people, pretty much. And lastly, we did get an acknowledgement of the comparisons of Paradise to the day before. And they say, how is your project different from other games like TDB2? I think they meant people calling it the day before 2.0. And they say, our game is fundamentally different from others in that it is completely free to access. But again, the crypto integration, they do not at all want to talk about that. We do not sell pre-orders or take any money from players, unlike TDB2. This ensures that players can experience the game without any financial risk or commitment. And yeah, like much of this post, they have more excuses about why the website has been changing. Again, this whole entire post is just full of tons of excuses and not a lot of substance with the issues that people like myself have with this game. So yeah, that is Paradise Game, the app. And again, the reaction that these developers have had so far to some of the criticism is this. This is what Cyberboy had within his video. They actually sent a threatening email to him saying, 1. The thumbnails for your videos feature the word scam alongside our logo and visual image. We kindly ask you to replace these thumbs to avoid misleading connotations. And no, this appears to be a giant crypto scam that likely is a giant pump and dump in the near future. We also have this one too. Please refrain from using our video content without obtaining prior permission from us in line with standard copyright practice. That's not a thing. This is just a total lie. And then they also say, as a gesture of goodwill, this was them trying to bribe this YouTuber. I don't know exactly, but they say, as a gesture of goodwill, we can offer you early access to the game ahead of other YouTuber bloggers. My God. Regardless of your questions, I will try to answer them so we can resolve the situation and possibly collaborate in the future. So yeah, that is the Paradise Game, and it very much aligns with what we've seen in the past from Wild West Online to the days before. It looks like a massive project that has massive ambitions that's never, if it does release, it's probably going to be a giant letdown and nothing at all like that debut trailer. And based on some of the gameplay that they released just a couple of weeks ago, it pretty much looks like the day before 2.0. But anyway, what do you make of Paradise, a project that looks like a giant scam in my opinion? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, or if you found any informative value. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.